Do you remember how much we talked about this guy last year as he guided Washington to the NFC Championship? Well, this past season, he did nothing because he was hurt. And now he's got a new OC in, wait for it, David Blau, former Detroit Lions practice squad guy. I think he took a couple snaps. Here's Dan Quinn talking about how Jayden is going to look a little different this season.
It'll look different, JP, in some ways, as we're still kind of building some of the things together. But this is going to be like an aggressive, balanced attack, but like that we'll probably have more under center than we have in the past. We're going to try to feature every part of Jayden in the way that makes him unique and special. Jayden's a big part of our thinking in all the things that we do. He wasn't a part of the staff selection, but like he drives a lot of the thinking and how we can feature him and where it goes. And so having the ability to connect with him, that's certainly a big deal for us.
All right, so a pretty good stat here, Colin. Warren Sharp, he's a buddy.
Sure.
So he charted under center dropbacks last season, where you're taking snaps from under center.
Okay.
Washington was dead last in the league. 17 snaps the whole season. Under center. Sorry, dropping back. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? So maybe that's why they move off Kingsbury. They need to change it up. So now Jayden will be under center more. Guess who happened to be under center the most, as you can see on the chart here? Rams, number 1. Number 2, by the way, in snaps under center, Chicago Bears, number 2. And all the teams at the top had a lot of success.
Well, this is why the NFL is great. It's constantly evolving. It was an under center league, then it was a shotgun league, and now the better teams are going back under center when you have a star quarterback.
Yep.
So, and a lot of people like under center because a quarterback never takes his eyes off the defense. As defenses get more sophisticated, the shotgun, you look down for a half a second or a second to get the snap, and the defense can shift at the snap of the ball. So, like a lot of the guys in the league, the offensive coordinators can like under center. So, one of the things that is really cool about the NFL, you and I, baseball went forever without making changes, and then Rob Manfred, over like a 3-year period, made multiple changes. They all worked. And baseball now is so much more watchable now than 5 years ago. If you go watch a baseball game 5 years ago, go on YouTube. It's so slow. It's like a rotary phone. Like, I can't do it. NBA's got things it needs to solve. Bill Simmons was talking about that this week, and they won't. They're like, well, we got paid, we made money from the networks. Like, your game's got like 4 major issues. I don't even think tanking's the biggest issue. The NFL is so cyclical. The rules, PATs don't look like they look. Kickoffs don't look like they look. The catch rule got tweaked. And I think part of what I love about football is, now suddenly, Seattle, by the way, you got to go for it in 4th down. You know who didn't go for it on 4th down this year? Denver, Seattle. Like, I just love the way the NFL is constantly shifting and changing, and under center is coming back.
Well, I don't know that that's like a rule. That's more of like a coach thing. McVay and Ben Johnson are at the cutting edge. So they realize the too high safety is taking away the big plays.
Yeah.
How do you manipulate those guys? Put the quarterback under center. We may run the football. So what are the DBs doing? And that, I think, is a big reason why we're seeing under center now, because you have to respect the run game, or they'll just matriculate down the field.
3 years ago, it may have been 2. You and I were on the show. Everybody was like, running backs aren't being paid. Yeah. Nobody wants a running back. You and I went on the air and said, slow down. Running backs, especially for young quarterbacks, are like a life preserver. Tight ends and running backs, like, stop. Isn't it amazing that the MVP of the Super Bowl, Kenneth Walker, like, it was 3 years ago, everybody's like, nobody wants to pay the running back. No, nobody wants to pay a running back that second huge contract. Everybody liked running back. Generally, you didn't want to go a second big contract because it's the last position on offense. You can headhunt. You can hit them from anywhere. They come through a line. You can hit them anywhere.
So we were early on that. I will say this. I think McVay going to 3 tight ends at times this year and having ultra success
a lot
is going to make people be like, do we need to go after more tight ends in free agency? And make sure to ask Jeremiah about this. He was just breaking down the tight ends. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of high-end ones, but middle rounds, there could be some tight end value. And you got to be able to be flexible, whether 3 wides, 3 tight ends, 2 running backs. NFL, just a smart league. Final story, Colin, let's go to